Hello and welcome to an extra special episode of the Nerdy Oz Show, Late Night, featuring me, Pinchy, and your co-host, Aaron.
Konbanwa.
What's that?
I don't know.
Japanese for hello.
I'm trying to learn Japanese. It's not working.
You can tweet Aaron and teach him some Japanese words.
Yeah.
I learnt kun or something was darling or something.
Oh, kun.
Like Aaron kun.
Ah.
I don't know. You can tweet us. Today we've got an action-packed show full of Ready Player Ones. That's the main one.
Yeah.
Aaron saw Pacific Rim.
Yeah. You know they're doing a sequel to Ready Player One?
Called Ready Player 2.
Ready Player 2.
That's dumb. It should be called Press Start to Join or something.
Nah,
It should be called Insert Coin.
No, Ready Player 2.
But it never says Ready Player 2, does it?
No.
It says Insert Coin to join. Or it says, "Do-do-do-do-do-do, a new challenger has entered."
Yeah, Luigi.
You know, in Street Fighter, when you're like sort of getting momentum against a computer opponent, and then it goes,
Yeah, and you're halfway through a game and then some asshole wants to play and you're like, man.
and you can't even change your character.
Yeah.
They get to pick their character, but you're stuck with whoever you got. And they might pick someone that you don't want to go against.
You're always Ryu, and then you got to like travel to like somewhere in the world.
Have you heard?
Japan to fight E Honda. See?
I was watching a video, and they were like, it was a funny video about Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
They're going through all the characters, and they were like, Ryu, for the picture of Ryu, and then they had a picture of Ken, and they're like, also Ryu.
Yeah,
and then they had a picture of Akuma, it was like, Super Ryu.
Yeah.
And then had a picture of this guy, like, Evil Ryu.
Do you remember?
They're all Ryu.
Remember there was a car, and you had to bash the car.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was like, and then I was like, that was fun. And
Was
then,
that covered by insurance?
I was always, it was like some dodgy Honda or something.
A big sumo came and hit my car with his hand.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. E Honda, you just be who's the guy Blanca, and you just
electrocute.
Yeah, electrocute the shit out of the car.
So speaking of all this pop culture reference, we saw Ready Player One the other night.
Yeah, and it had Blanca and
did it?
Yeah.
I missed it. I have to watch it. So you have to get it on Blu-ray and pause every scene and go, oh.
You know the disco scene.
Yeah,
He was in the disco.
it had.
I think they did a Hadouken at one point, didn't they?
Yeah, he did a Hadouken. He went, Hadouken, and the haptic suit went.
Oh, that's right.
And he got kicked in the nuts with his haptic suit. Okay, before we go anywhere, spoilers. There'll be spoilers on this just because we go in tangents and we ramble, so we'll probably spoil lots of stuff. So just be warned, if you haven't seen Ready Player One, put this on pause, go see Ready Player One, and then come back and join us for our wonderful spoilerific chit-chat about Ready Player One.
Yeah, because we can tell you about how she touches his nutsack with.
Oh, she does, doesn't she?
I saw that part.
So first thing, I liked Ready Player One. I thought it was a good movie. I think it's definitely one that I'd rewatch. I think it's a bit like Guardians 2 for me. I put it at the same level as Guardians 2. I think I could rewatch it happily. There's nothing where I'm like, I don't want to watch that ever again.
Yeah, I've seen it. That's enough.
But I think it's kind of a simple movie. It doesn't seem like...
It's a good story.
Yeah.
The story works and it holds up, so that's good. And it was pretty much just a vessel to have pop culture reference.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Like, with Guardians 2 as a vessel to have Star-Lord quip and rocket build stuff. This is a vessel just to have pop culture stuff.
And Groot to be Groot.
Yeah.
And
dance. But I will say that this movie, if you're going in looking for a live action movie, be warned, this takes place, about 80% of this movie is computer generated.
Yeah, but...
They do it really well, though, I think.
The computer generation sort of looked realistic enough.
Yeah, so I wonder if this is a progression from that awful Polar Express, because didn't Steven Spielberg do that?
Yeah, probably.
So I wonder if this
Tom
is
Hanks.
Motion capture animation as well.
I'll have a look. I'll see if Spielberg... I can't remember. But yeah, Tom Hanks had the dead eyes in that.
Yeah, because I think Spielberg did do Polar Express, or maybe Robert Zemeckis or someone. But anyway, so this movie takes... I didn't find it unsettling. I didn't go at any point, oh, fucking Oasis, I'm sick of this. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, and when the scenes with the DeLorean and stuff like that, it looked real enough.
Yeah, it did. Oh, yeah. And the main guy's character looked real, and
yeah, you're right. Zemeckis did it.
H's character looked real, yeah. And
what's his name? Yeah, and they blended it pretty good between the two, between reality and the Oasis.
And her character looked a bit Battle Angel, Alita.
Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah. So it's basically the story for those you've all seen it. Hopefully, if you're listening to us talk about it, but basically it's the story of Wade. They're in the post-apocalyptic future, not much space left on Earth, and they all live in this sort of virtual oasis. You can put on like a VR headset, and they have these omnidirectional treadmills, and they can
very
go and do stuff.
Like, what's that? Yeah, any like VR, it's pretty much just a VR world that you can go into, and like the real world's gone to shit. People are living in trailers.
That's right.
Stacked on top of
each other. So that's cool. They look cool. The trailers that they had all stacked up.
Yeah,
and it has
corporations are like running the world type of thing.
Yeah, and who's the actors in it were good? I thought I can't remember.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Ben Mendelsohn was a good bad guy. He does that bad guy very well.
Yeah, you've seen him be a bad guy recently.
In with stuff, yeah.
What was this? Rogue One?
Rogue One, yeah. He does that well. Ben Mendelsohn doing that. Mark Rylance was the nerdy Steve Jobsy weird guy.
Simon Pegg was his co-founder.
Yeah, Simon Pegg makes a good guest appearance in this.
And with the American accent?
Yeah.
He also has a British accent?
He does too, Spoilers. And who's the...
TJ Miller's the guy with a skull.
Oh, we never see him in real life, but yeah, he's there.
Yeah, he's a bit like...
He's got a cool design.
As soon as I heard the voice, I was like, oh, yeah. What's his name? Ehrlich?
Yeah, like he's got a cool design with his Skeletor body thing.
Yeah. He does look like Skeletor a bit.
And what's the... what was the main guy? I can't remember the main guy. The main guy is someone... The main two people...
Wade, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, Wade and
Samantha. Her name is Artemis.
Yeah, Wade and Artemis. Arthremis.
And his name is Parzival.
Parzival, yeah.
Parzival,
that's right.
I think that's what it said on his DeLorean plates.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, and Percival Parzival.
And she had the Akira bike. That was pretty cool.
She did. That was cool. And it was cool. The menu system was cool. How they used to. They were small, and then they got big, and then they could put in the inventory.
Oh yeah, and the dude's like, yeah, I can fix that. Give me 5 minutes.
I thought it was very.
And he was like, and he saw the reference. He's like, that's Kaneda's bike from Akira.
Yeah. I thought it was very well done. It's very different from the book. I know there's been a bit of controversy on Twitter and stuff about the book being sort of sexist and transphobic and things.
Oh, okay.
I read it ages ago and didn't even notice that bit, but it doesn't look great in 2018 if you read the section they're pulling. But it's the character. They're just talking about the girl, and he's like talking to Artemis in the book, and he's like, you better be a real girl. You know, like actually born a girl. You have to be a real girl. And I mean...
okay. And it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, in 2018, I don't know when the book was written.
Well, if you're heterosexual.
But I mean, that's the character saying that. But I've seen the controversy, and fair enough, whatever. But the movie, they don't really do that anyway.
That's the thing with virtual
H says something, and that's about it.
Yeah, with the internet and virtual reality, you know, you don't really know.
You don't know. And H...
He does say, he says she could be a 300-pound dude from Detroit.
Yeah, that's right.
Named Bruce.
That's right. So H sort of mentions it, but it doesn't. The movie is very glossed over that.
Scott actually, he's like, I bet you that's a chick.
Yeah, and it was.
Yeah, and it was.
Spoilers. H was a tough girl. My favourite guy was a little ninja dude.
The little ninja.
He goes, ninjas don't hug.
The 11-year-old ninja.
Yeah.
Because when she was making out with the naked chick in The Shining, does that then make her a lesbian?
No. Well, that's a computer-generated character, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, this is my question. Getting off the topic, this is the one thing they brought up on Honest Trailers. But I was like, oh, yeah, on Jumanji.
Yeah. The new one or the old one?
The new one.
Yeah, I like that.
So you have the where like they have the guy at the market and they have Reese Darby and stuff, and they're like NPCs.
Oh, yeah.
And they just repeat the same things.
Yeah.
And then they have the bad guy that's trying to kill them.
Yeah.
But why is the bad guy like giving instructions and hunting? Like when you're not near an NPC, it's not interacting with the world. It's just walking like this until you come near it. And then it goes, oh.
Yeah.
So why are those guys having conversations and stuff? Wouldn't they just be sitting there going...
The NPCs. Yeah, and why do they watch... What's the girl out of Doctor Who?
Yeah, whatever her name is.
Yeah. And
Karen Gillan.
Yeah, when she's doing the dance. Why are they so interested in the dance that she's doing?
Yeah, it's weird because they're just computer generated.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Like it'd be better if you... Because on some of those games how you can walk behind them and until you sort of get in their line of sight, they just sort of go...
Yeah.
And then you get in your sight and they go, hey, get them!
Okay, so speaking of that...
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you spell Jumanji?
Jum.
Yeah.
Anji.
I just wanted to look. Who's the bad guy in that one?
It's Billy Zane, is it?
Oh, is it Billy Zane?
I don't know. Is it Nick Jonas?
It's
Joe Jonas.
His name's Bobby
Carnival.
Yeah, and he's out of Ant-Man.
He is. Yeah.
He's like the stepdad dude. He's a cool character.
He was in Ant-Man. Oh, he was nice in Ant-Man. They were friends.
So he was all right, and his partner was the guy out of what's that show that I love?
I don't know.
It's like a
Young Sheldon.
No. Yeah, I don't like Young Sheldon.
Boo.
Baltimore, Murderland.
Murderland. Really?
No. That's where it's based
The Wire.
The Wire. Yeah.
Yeah, he is in The Wire. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
He's in. There's a few guys from The Wire I've seen recently.
So the Jumanji, how you saying the rules don't work out? Mm-hmm. The rules don't work out in Ready Player One.
No.
But
they don't work
but
out
you don't
in
think
these
about
games.
it. You don't think about
No,
it.
you don't think about it.
If you think about this stuff,
I put Jumanji and Ready Player One, about that they're both movies I really enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
And then coming back, I'm like, see, Jumanji has, this again, Screen Junkie's point, but it's also one that you're like, hey, yeah, I forgot about that. Like, in the Jumanji character, they're all meant to be these characters from the outside world. So, like, Jack Black acts like, the cheerleader. He's like, oh my God, what's wrong with my penis? What's it doing?
That's pretty funny with the penis.
Like, oh, this guy's so hot. And like Karen Gillian's all like, oh, I got to cover myself up because she's like the shy girl. Yeah. And he's like, don't cry because he's the nerd. But Kevin Hart doesn't act like Fridge. He doesn't walk around going, I'm tough, I'll kill you. He goes, oh my God, get out of my way. Where's my body? Well, that's how Kevin Hart acts. That's not how Fridge acts.
Yeah, but you would want Kevin Hart to be Kevin Hart.
You
What's the point of having Kevin Hart in the movie if you don't have Kevin Hart being
But it's just a little funny thing. You go, oh yeah, because the rest of them are all playing the characters in the real life. Except Kevin Hart's just playing Kevin Hart.
Unless Fridge is actually...
like that in real life, deep inside.
It's just because, that he is such a bigger guy.
That he doesn't show it,
persona that he puts on.
Yeah. He's funny. Oh my God!
But that's me putting things into the movie that aren't actually in the movie.
And then Joe Jonas is Tom Hanks. No, Colin Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks' son.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got some cool Metallica t-shirt or something.
Yeah, but don't think about that either because if he goes back to when he was missing and then how did the game get there if he never put it there when he went back? And how are they playing an Atari 600 game on a PS4 controller?
No, it wasn't Atari 600. It was just some random...
Yeah, but they've got Xbox controllers or something.
Nah. Oh, if it would be anything because of the amount of Sony product.
Yeah, it was a PS4 controllers.
Did you see how forced the Sony product placement was? I'm surprised it wasn't a PlayStation.
Yeah. It was PlayStation controllers, I think. Look at them. And then you go...
Because like his headphones and everything, I was just like, that's a lot of Sony product.
In there, it was.
Well, I think they were...
And she was taking it with the Sony phone.
No, they were... Yeah, they were playing PlayStation 4 at one point.
And she was like taking selfies with it.
In the 90s,
selfie stick and a Sony phone.
In the 90s, the only PlayStation would have been that grey thing.
Oh, he wasn't playing on a PlayStation. No. They were when they were cleaning the basement.
Yeah. No. When he was like in his bedroom, he was
playing. Yeah, but he was just playing it on an Atari.
I don't even know if it was an Atari.
No, it was meant to look like it, some made-up game. Jumanji!
And it sort of looked like an N64 cartridge. I don't remember the game.
Are they going to make a sequel? Jumanji, Too Furious.
Nah. They're just going to make another Rampage movie and then...
Rampage. That's coming out soon, isn't it?
And then The Rock will do some other movie.
Rampage is out soon. So Ready Player One, there's not really much to say. We're rambling because... it's good. Go and see it.
There's lots to say.
There's lots of stuff that we missed.
That's the thing. It's like, okay, think of any pop culture reference that you can think of.
It's in there, yeah.
It's pretty much in there. There's Ninja Turtles.
Mario, Ninja Turtles, Halo, Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch. There's even Gears of War weapons and like...
They have big fight scenes which are like a bit reminiscent of the Lord of the Rings fight scenes at the end. But if all the orcs were pop culture characters...
Yeah, and that was pretty cool. But again, with it not making sense, the guys on the street, so they're just...
Yeah, see, they were walking around, so they didn't have omnidirectional drive. But does that mean they run into other people?
Yeah. And, like, do they just walk in front of cars, or...?
And if you weren't in the Oasis and you were walking around, could you just, like, take stuff out of their pocket or just punch them in the face, or...?
Yeah, it's just like... there's lots of... I'm trying to see where the holy hand grenade comes from, because that was a big thing.
It's from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Is that what it comes from, is it?
I think so. That's what I thought, because people are saying it, but I think the holy hand grenade's from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, isn't it?
That's what it's saying on Google.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
But, like,
that was a good weapon.
There was other weapons where he could,
the Systax or something, Crytax, something the thing that destroyed everyone.
Yeah, and there was another one that made... that was a good one. And the one that made... Yeah, except he had the... this is a big spoiler. But he
had the
coin.
Extra life.
Yeah,
one up.
He
had the Mario mushroom.
That was very Scott Pilgrim. He had a one up in Scott Pilgrim, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. See, that was sort of the same type of thing with a lot of pop culture references.
Well, that's in lots of... maybe.
It played up on the same type of thing where it was like, look at all this stuff. I think this did it better, but
Yeah, it was very cool. They had a Ninja Scroll reference in there, didn't they?
I didn't see what was the Ninja Scroll reference?
I thought they had a Ninja Scroll reference.
Oh, they probably did. They had everything. Like they had the Serenity. They had
Serenity was in there. That's a good little
Gundam. They had
Gundam was cool. Yeah,
Gundam was amazing.
And then he's like, it's going to wear off after 30 seconds.
Yeah, and the Iron Giant.
And they had Mecha Godzilla and.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
If you want to see a Gundam jump out of Serenity and punch Mega Godzilla,
this
is a movie for you.
While Iron Giant is
while Iron Giant's fighting an army and the DeLorean's crashing.
Yeah,
and
it's just like,
all sorts of stuff's going on.
Ninja Turtles in the background going nuts. And
so it's definitely, it's good. I think, you could get the Blu-ray of this and just watch it over and over and over and over again because...
The way it was done, to find all the references. Could you imagine? But...
It's very nice looking,
they were all sort of very dark. All the like the Ninja Turtles reference, like you could barely see.
Yeah, it was a very dark movie in the Oasis. They spent a lot of time on this planet.
But I think they did it purposely so they didn't have to probably pay so much for royalties because it wasn't so in your face.
Maybe
like Blanca in the background or Harlequin or whatever.
Or maybe, and also just rendering time. If things aren't going to look great, make it dark.
Like Batman was just all like Clark Kent. Like they had his glasses.
Yeah, that's right. They had the Clark Kent glasses. Lots of stuff.
Every now and again, like she'd just have like a headset with like a Batman sticker on it or something.
Yeah. And they had the Buckaroo Banzai. He was dressed like Buckaroo Banzai when he went to the disco.
That was a big reference for him. And she loved that. And she was a weird character.
Artemis.
Yes, like she was sort of like, you were sort of like, oh, is she?
But she's hot.
Yeah,
she had a tiny birthmark over her eye, and they're like, "Oh, she's so ugly," and you're like, "Fuck off, she's hot."
But it'd be enough for her to be self-conscious. Like I can see why people are saying.
I would be self-conscious if I put some fucking foundation over that. Well, she's pretty hot.
She just wore the fringe over the top of it.
Exactly. Yeah, she looked like that hot. The crush I had from that chick from Captain Planet.
Oh yeah, Captain Planet.
The hot one from Captain Planet. She just looked like her.
The blue one that got summoned when you pull the rings together.
No, he's not the hot one.
He's not the hot one.
Have you seen Don Cheadle be Captain Planet?
No.
Look it up on YouTube.
It's
awesome.
Good?
Yeah. He's like, stop polluting, motherfucker.
I watched Iron Man 3 the other day.
Yeah.
It was good.
He was
good.
I don't know if it's Iron Man 2 or 3. Someone pointed this out and I was like, oh yeah. Where they were like, there's a funny nod to the camera or something where they're like, James Rhodey Rhodes or whatever, and it cuts to Don Cheadle instead of whoever the other guy was.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Yeah, what? It's me. I'm Rhodes. Fuck you."
No, it's the second one, and it's when he comes into the press conference. When, he's like, not the press conference, when at the court trial.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to summon Rhodes, and then John Cheadle turns up, and he's like, "Yeah, it's me. Just deal with it." And walks.
Yeah,
and that's exactly like
winking at the camera.
He's just sort of like, "Yeah."
Do you think that approach would work in Star Wars Episode 9 with Princess Leia? If Meryl Streep just walks on and they go, Princess Leia, she's like, yeah, it's me, fuck off.
No.
Why not?
It wouldn't work. And the thing is...
Oh, you can recast Han Solo, but not Carrie Fisher.
The thing is, at that point, Marvel was able to do it because Marvel was still small. Like, those movies weren't that...
Iron Man 2
that was the second Iron Man movie. So you literally had Iron Man.
Captain America, First Avenger.
No, not even that. You had that and The Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton.
And that's it.
And so Ed Norton changed to... At that point, you could get away with changing the Hulk from
to Ruffalo,
Mark Ruffalo without...
Well, you can get away. Disney can get away with changing Princess Leia.
No.
Why not?
It's too big.
Well, they're recasting Han Solo. How is Princess Leia any smaller than...
Even if they did it now, if Marvel said, okay, we're going to change the Hulk to a different character, people would just be like...
but what are these people going to do?
At that point, people...
They'll be angry, but they'll still go and see the movie.
I don't think many people actually watched the first Iron Man movie until the Avengers came out. It became a bigger thing.
Yeah, that's a good movie, Iron Man 1. I don't know about Iron Man 2's not as good.
Yeah.
I don't like Whiplash. But Sam Rockwell's good.
Sam Rockwell's good, isn't it?
It's got good bits in it. Yeah. The dancing's good, where he dances on stage.
You were saying The Dark World wasn't good, so I watched that. And
it's not great.
No, there's good parts.
You're only sticking up for it because Big Boobs is in it.
Oh, I do like Big Boobs. And I do like...
It's dumb.
I like Amidala as well.
It's not a terrible movie. There's lots worth. Like it's not unwatchable like some movies I could mention, but it's dumb. Like what are they going to put spikes in the ground to line up holes with the thing to naked guys running in the
Eric.
Yes, ether, and then there's cans getting faster. I don't know.
The part I did like was the Rene Russo funeral with the
that is good. The stuff on Valhalla is better.
Yeah.
In Thor 2 than the other stuff. But Loki pretending to die.
Valhalla's where they go.
Oh, not Valhalla.
Where is it called?
Asgard or whatever. It's Asgard. But ooh, there's sparkles out of his fingers.
Sparkles. So I'm watching Asgard and I'm like, so they're like this really advanced,
technology,
but like they're gods as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then, so the Dark Elves have guns, and they have guns that shoot, there's artillery and stuff to take. But then when it comes to fighting, they're just using swords and shields against guns.
Yeah, but they're demigods and stuff or whatever
they are.
Just
like, but they're getting their ass kicked because the Dark Elves have got grenades and guns and like laser guns, and then they're like, we got swords and shields. I'm like,
yeah. Well, they're not very good, are they? You saw Hela just killed them all.
Yeah, I know. And then like they've got like cool little spaceships too.
Thor is pretty OP, and then everyone else is rubbish.
So I'm halfway through. I'm up to what's the Winter Soldier? So that's the 9th movie, I think, or maybe
that's the best one. And you didn't even watch all the way through.
No, I think the 10th movie is going to be the best one.
What's that?
Guardians.
Guardians is the one I enjoy the most. I think Winter Soldier's a better movie, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I have to rewatch them. You've watched them more recently than I have.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch them just to get my head around this.
Guardians is one of my favourite, but I like the cosmic stuff. And
the ether doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
That's the reality stone. Yeah, but it's fluid, so it's different to the other stones.
But how's the stone fluid? Yeah, how's he going to put fluid on his gauntlet?
Malekith had it, and then he went to the Dark World and had
that's it. That's got to be one of the worst villains, though. Thor 2's got one of the worst villains, Malekith. Whiplash is pretty bad as well. Malekith is pretty bad.
I didn't mind Whiplash, but Malekith does this weird thing when he talks where he puts his head back and goes...
Yeah. Bah, 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 bah. And you can't even... It's some good actor that does Malekith. And then I was like, I don't even fucking remember him as a villain.
And all the Dark Elves look the same. Hey?
They are. They're stupid. But what about... And then why isn't Loki blue? Or was he blue when they adopted him, but because he lived in a warm country, he goes pink?
He can be anything he wants. Like
but he's
in the cell.
Is that his base thing, or is he blue? Because even on the play,
he's a frost giant.
Yeah, he's a frost child or whatever, frost giant. Yeah, because even in the play, he's a little blue kid.
Yeah,
but why is he pink in real life?
He's in Asgard.
So did he get warm? So if you get a frost giant and put him in the Bahamas, do they turn pink?
No, because the other frost giants go there and they're still blue.
Well, yeah, but maybe they weren't there long enough.
Yeah, I don't know. But
that's a weird thing.
But he can be, like I said, like in the cell, he looks all like, the cell's great and he's looking all...
Yeah, but he's really depressed. But he's still depressed looking Loki. He's not depressed blue Loki.
But he can hide. Like he was just like, okay, now I'm going to be Captain America. And then he was like, now I'm going to be an Asgardian guard. Yeah. And then I'm going to go back and now I'm going to be... So he can do whatever he wants.
But he's got to... I just wonder if that's his base. He's probably going to die in Infinity War anyway.
I remembered that everyone's getting their arm cut off in phase 2. Now that I'm up to phase 2.
Oh, yeah, they do too. As a tribute to Star Wars or something.
Yeah. Star Wars, yeah.
That's cool. Look out for that in phase 2. And so our verdict was Ready Player One, go see it. What about Pac Rim? You went and saw that. Jaegers punching kaiju, punching Jaegers.
Yeah, so you haven't seen it?
No. 2 Jaegers fighting each other.
Yeah, it's cool.
Bad Jaegers, good Jaegers.
You got, Jaegers fighting... Jaegers. There's not... Oh, no.
Is there 2 teams of Jaegers and they don't like each other?
No. Yeah. There's... Oh, you got to watch it.
You got to watch it, all right. Was it worth watching on the big screen or worth watching on home?
I reckon it's worth watching on the big screen. And it was cool to see Sydney in the big screen.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because you got... Yeah.
What about Finn?
Finn's great. And it was good to see him not being Finn.
What about...
He was like just...
Does he have a British accent?
Yeah.
Does he say, today we cancel the apocalypse?
Nah, he doesn't do that.
Do they explain why Charlie Day looks...
Did he have a British accent? I think he did have a British accent.
Do they explain why Charlie Day looks the same age when Finn is an adult?
So, do you want me to spoil it for you?
Yeah, you can spoil it. I don't care about
Charlie Day's evil.
Oh, he's evil, all right.
Yeah, so he's evil.
But why is he young?
Because he's still connected to the...
Oh, I see. The monsters or something.
And like, he's actually got like one of the brains in, like, because he keeps referring to this girl that he's got in his bedroom, that he's in love with this girl that he's like girlfriend. Like he keeps saying to the other scientists, "Oh, you got to meet my girlfriend." And yeah, it's just some kaiju brain that he's like goes and like melts.
So he's a bad guy.
Oh, he's the problem.
And the kaiju fights cool. Do they pull the swords out?
Yeah. It's so badass.
They've still got 2 people piloting Jaegers though.
Yeah, at certain points, there's a little girl, and she's got a real little one, and she can pilot it by herself.
That's pretty cool.
Scrapper.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and she ends up being the co-pilot for Finn.
I think I know the actors.
And then all the
Scott Eastwood, is he a Jaeger pilot?
Yeah, Scott Eastwood's a Jaeger pilot, and I'm still not sold on him, and I want him to be Wolverine, but I just think he's very plasticky.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if he's a very good actor.
What about who? Joaquin Phoenix could be Wolverine. Now he's going to be Joker.
Yeah.
Or what about? Oh, I don't know who could be a good Wolverine. Danny DeVito, maybe.
He's too old.
Yeah, he's too old.
He's too old.
Not hairy enough. He could be a good old man, Logan.
Yeah.
He's not muscly enough.
But yeah, Pac Rim, check it out. It's it's everyone's saying, oh, it's fantastic, it's great. It's not. It's the same as the first one. They're not great movies.
I heard these look the same
but they're fun.
I heard this was the same as the first one, but not quite as good because Guillermo is missing Guillermo del Toro's touch or something.
Yeah,
for the visual styles.
I definitely noticed that he was missing, lacking from.
Well, he's a pretty big. He's pretty good at that stuff. So if you take him off.
I don't know if he did the first Hellboy, but the second Hellboy.
He did the second Hellboy, not the first. No, I don't think. Maybe he did the first. I don't know.
I don't really like the first Hellboy, but the second Hellboy, I fucking love. Hey,
he definitely did the second. The second one looks like he's the Golden Army with all the cool stuff underground.
And all the clockwork stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's because of him that I love that fucking movie.
That is... I do like Golden Army. I like both. I can't even remember the first one, but I remember Golden Army a lot.
And he did Shape of Water.
It's a weird movie.
He did Shape of Water.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, and that was really good.
And what else? We haven't really been seeing that much stuff. I saw Legion. Started watching Legion a little bit.
Yeah, I think I watched maybe the first episode of that where it came out last year.
Yeah, so I've been watching it.
It's weird.
It is weird. Shadow King's in it. It's from the X-Men. I remember him. When I used to read X-Men, I was like, oh, Shadow King. Yeah. And Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords, he's in it. And
the girl.
Aubrey Plaza's in it.
Is it the
from
one
Parks and Rec?
Is it the one that gets stuck halfway through the wall?
Yeah. Oh, is it? No. Yeah. She's the down one. Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
It's good. I only started watching the first season, though, because of a thing that they described the second season where the balls... These bubbles come and sort of grab them and take them away and stuck in bubbles. And I remember an X-Men episode or a comic book or something where that happened. I was like, oh, yeah. And so I was interested.
That does sound familiar.
It's like on The Simpsons as well. He gets taken away to some weird place by a bubble.
Bubble boy.
Yeah. But I was like, oh, yeah. And then when they were talking about Shadow King and stuff, I was like, maybe I'm going to watch that because I remember the Shadow King in X-Men.
I've been meaning to watch it, but I've been meaning to watch Runaways and I've been meaning to watch...
all them.
I've got through S.H.I.E.L.D. a little bit and I've been watching...
I think I watched the first episode of Runaways as well a while ago, but I haven't...
3 or 4 episodes. There was another one too, another X-Men TV series.
Which was the one where they were like... Their parents were sacrificing...
Yeah, that's the Runaways.
Yeah, that was good.
But there was another one. Did you watch the other one?
Runaways. What was the other one?
I can't even remember.
I don't think so. I think I've only seen Runaways and Legion in the X TV shows.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They said... Other news, what they said New Mutants was pushed back. So they're changing New Mutants or something.
Oh, that's interesting.
It looked like a horror movie in that trailer, so I don't know if they're going to make it full horror, if they're making it more family-friendly.
Yeah, it looked cool.
So it looked cool. What else was there? Deadpool had a pink suit. I saw that on the internet. You can bid on Omaze.
A pink suit.
Ryan Reynolds was doing... So Omaze is like a site where I think you can buy raffle tickets for cheap, but you can win really good prizes, like a walk-on. It's for charity.
Yeah.
So they might have like a walk-on part in Star Wars, but you can... buy a raffle ticket for $40.
That's cool.
And you have a chance to win that. Anyway, he's raffling off a pink Deadpool suit. So it's a Deadpool suit like he has in the movie, but it's all pink, and it's for breast cancer or something.
It's very...
And he does a funny little video.
Maroon. It's like a deep red.
Well, this one looks like Gwenpool.
Gwenpool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But it's Deadpool. So that's cool. So you could get it and wear it around.
I've seen
be a vigilante.
A lot of V cans that you can buy, and you can.
Yeah.
And they got Deadpool on them. I'm like, ooh.
So yeah, that got good reviews. Apparently, the second time there was a bit of trouble. People said that wasn't good, and then the second guess they said it was good. So who knows? That'd probably be good.
That's not far. And Infinity War's at the end of this month.
And they said they were adding Infinity War's very close, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they said with Deadpool they were adding an extra special cameo. So who's that going to be? Wolverine.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Maybe Hugh Jackman's very last Wolverine, or the new Wolverine.
I think new Wolverine.
And I reckon it'd be Hugh Jackman's last one.
Maybe both. Maybe this is how they introduce a new Wolverine.
No, I reckon if it is Wolverine, it would be Hugh Jackman because they made so many jokes about him in the last one and stuff.
He had his face stapled to his face under the mask.
Just imagine like if he was about to do something, and then this guy just goes whoosh, and like cuts off his arm or something. He goes, "Whoa!" I don't know. Wolverine would be cool, or. Maybe it's going to be Professor X, Patrick Stewart, or James McAvoy, or...
They got to do something big.
Maybe it would be...
Because they hinted Cable at the last one, I remember, when he was doing the Ferris Bueller thing at the end.
Yeah, so they hinted him, so maybe they're going to do something like that. But it looks good. That's coming out soon. But yeah, you're right. Infinity War is only a few weeks away, so...
Yeah.
27th, 3 weeks away.
Yeah, 3 weeks. So
that's coming up.
I think it's... Anzac Day.
So what do you reckon, 3 weeks till... Iron Man dies or Captain America dies or...
No, I don't think... I reckon they don't kill any of them.
They're going to kill heaps of them.
No, bet you they don't kill any of them.
All right, well, Aaron's recorded on saying that. I reckon they'll kill a few of them.
No.
I reckon they'll probably kill them all and then bring them back with the Reality Stone.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
Well, it still counts. If they die, they die.
No, I want them to die like Quicksilver died.
Well, maybe I'll bring him back too. Yeah, and he'll go, didn't see that coming, did you?
No, he's not coming back.
Didn't see that coming?
I finished that Godzilla movie with the two of them.
Oh, yeah. It was a reunion.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Did he go, didn't see that coming?
It wasn't that good.
Maybe they'll bring Claw back to life.
But Godzilla did fight... I don't even know what the two... big...
Oh, Mothra or something.
Yeah, Mothra.
Yeah, one of those ones, yeah. Maybe they'll bring Claw back to life.
No, he was pretty good, but I don't think he needs to come back to life.
What about Killmonger?
No, leave him dead too.
Well, they could use his help against Thanos.
They kill a lot of villains, don't they?
Yeah, which is never a good idea because the best villain, like the Joker in Batman, like they've made a really good villain because Batman won't kill him.
Yeah.
And so the Joker has this villainous one-up thing on him.
It's like, what's his name? Lex Luthor. They show him in a prison.
So Lex Luthor, but Superman's not going to kill Lex Luthor. Whereas in all these movies, they're like, dead, he's dead, he's dead. And you're constantly bringing these one-and-gun villains.
Loki comes back a lot.
Well, Loki's one of the rare exceptions, and so with Red Skull didn't die, but he doesn't want to come back, so they're not bringing him back.
He went out with the Tesseract, so he went to space.
Yeah, but he didn't die, did he?
He could come back with Thanos.
He could. They could get a different actor. I don't think Sam Neill's or Hugo Weaving's too keen to do it.
Sam Neill was in Ragnarok.
That's right. I don't think...
he was in Peter Rabbit too. I watched that.
Oh, yeah, you saw Peter Rabbit. You said it was good. You weren't offended by the food allergy...
No.
nonsense or whatever they
did. He immediately apologised for it.
Yeah, that's what they said on the thing. I said, they're like, what is all these people angry about? In the actual movie, he apologises.
Yeah, he said, yeah, it's pretty funny.
Who is the chick? I mean, the girl, the person.
It's what's her name?
Is it
Moira McTaggart? Whatever that Rose Byrne.
Oh, Rose Byrne. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's that Hux.
Yeah. Hux.
Is he playing Hux again?
Yeah.
Does he go? I'll get you, Kylo Bunny.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, he's holding for Hux. holding for Hux.
I think that's a really...
It's about your mother.
I forgot about Last Jedi, but there's a really good bit that it was just reminding me of. Oh, where Kylie goes, I want every gun firing on that man. Yeah. Kylo's a baby.
He's like, more.
Do you think... So JJ, in a podcast, Ryan Johnson or JJ, source this on the internet, someone you can tweet it at us, but one of them has come out and said that, I think maybe JJ, that... Either JJ... So Ryan was either saying that when he spoke to JJ, or JJ was either saying when he made one that he didn't plan for Ray's parents to be known. He had a plan for who Ray's parents were going to be. Yeah. It was only Ryan that was like, nah, fuck that. I'm sick of everyone doing all this shit. They're going to be known. Killing it all. Yeah. Burning the past. Kill it if you have to. Yeah. So now JJ's doing this new one. Do you think Ray's parents would be someone?
Yeah, I've got to play Battlefront apparently to find out.
Who her parents are?
That's what Tyler told me.
Ooh, little spoilers from Tyler. He can tweet it at us.
Yeah, I should probably play it. I've had that game for a long time.
So tweet it Tyler at Skyline Tamworth 81.
No, he likes Corollas.
Oh, at Corolla Tamworth
86 Corolla.
Yeah, and ask him.
I got a Nintendo Switch, and so I got distracted by Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey's probably better than Battlefront anyway.
It's pretty fun.
Battlefront, I think, has its problems, doesn't it? People always whinging loot boxes and Yeah. Then they had to cancel the loot boxes, and they used to had to grind or something.
Yeah, people were upset.
Yeah, they're always hard. I never got into those games. I mean, I really wanted to get into it because they look so cool and people say it's got a good story and stuff, but I always get
there was like a free
killed too easily.
Like a beta out for a while, and I just played that for a week.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I don't care.
Well, I'm hooked on Fallout 4, way behind the trend.
Oh, yeah, Fallout 4 is awesome. I told you it'd be good.
It is good. Way behind everyone else. I'm wandering around a post-apocalyptic world with a dog.
Yeah, it's good. Dog meat.
And Cogsworth.
Yeah, Cogsworth. Yeah, and you got your power suit.
I've got a power suit, yes. Yeah. I've got a skeleton, actually, at the moment. But it still does the same stuff. Yeah. And, yeah, it's good. My character's a girl. She's got a pock-marked face with a big scar.
Why don't you just play Fortnite like everyone else?
Well, I've got Fortnite. My nephew plays it.
Yeah, I played it for a little bit. I was like, this is sort of dumb.
I mean, if I had those games when I was his age, I would have been like, this is amazing, because literally the thing that I always wanted to do when I was a kid was to play a game with strangers that was like a large scale. Like we used to have to call up, we used to put Duke Nukem on our computer and then call up and sync our modems, and you'd only have 2 people in these big maps, and the idea that you'd have 100 people in a map, I'd be like, what the fuck?
I had to get a desktop computer with a monitor, and literally put it in the car, drive it around,
drive to someone's house, use a network cable,
and then network cable them so we could play Command and Conquer.
And then you'd have to use headphones because you'd be like, you can hear where I am if I don't use headphones.
No, we didn't worry that. We didn't get that.
Well, my friend,
it's like when you're playing GoldenEye.
Yeah,
GoldenEye reference was in Ready Player One. Remember?
Oh, there was too. Odd Job or something.
But yeah, you're playing GoldenEye or any split screen game, and you're just looking at the other screen.
Yeah,
because you can, and people are like, that's cheating. You can't do that.
Well, shout out to our friend Pat. I remember we networked up to Xbox Ones or 2s. I can't remember which one they were.
Oh yeah.
And we were playing Halo, and he used to get the shit. You can hear my tank. You knew I was in the tank because you could hear it. Don't listen. He used to get the shits because even though we had 2 and the screens are facing the wrong way, he'd say that you could hear the tank, and that's how you knew it was in the tank.
Yeah, my favourite was I think it was the rockets and the pistol, and I think that was my favourite combo.
Yeah, you got banned from using weapons. Aaron was too good. They'd be like, you're only allowed to use your pistol, and then he'd still win. They'd be like, you're doing it. I don't know how you do it.
Pistol was heaps strong, really.
Well, pistol's quicker, and you can get headshots.
It's just you just had to hit him in the head.
I like the shotgun because it's you don't have to be as accurate.
Or if you get invisible and you get that blue blade.
Nothing would make people angry, and this is way off topic. I guess it's all nostalgia. It's our nostalgia pod for Ready Player One. Yeah. But nothing would make people angry than pumping them full of needles, and they think they got away, and then they just die 10 steps away, and they'd be like, what the hell happened? And you'd be like, my needler exploded.
Because especially if you're dual wield needlers, and you just and you don't have to aim, you just and
they just all stick to them.
Yeah.
And then they'd think they got away, and then bam, dead. And they're like, what just happened? And you're like,
Or the sticky grenades. Remember sticky grenades?
Yeah.
Oh, Halo.
There was a map that was the outside map that had the 2 warthogs.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty famous one, but it had a big cliff with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
And I used to always get up there, and that's what used to drive Pat crazy, because he'd be like, you can hear the warthog, but I couldn't hear it. I could just see the whole map nearly, and I could see him tearing around, and I had my sniper rifle.
I love that. When you climb up the cliff face, and
the
sniper rifle.
And you could just take him out, and he'd be like, how are you doing this? I don't even know where you are.
There was like a little bit of rock that had like an arch, and you could get at the top of the arch, and you could just rocket the shit out of people.
But see, Fortnite, even get rid of that, because the storm closes in, so you can't just hide up in the map.
It just seems like, remember that movie where all the Asian kids went to the island?
Battle Royale, yeah. It is. That's what they call it.
It just seems like that.
But is Player Unknown or PUBG or whatever, where it's rip-off, because the beginnings look very similar, you parachute down.
It's the same game.
But do you build stuff in PUBG?
I don't think so.
So you only build stuff in Fortnite, like walls and stuff?
Well, I can build some things.
You just build a wall that lasts for a second to keep cover or something. It's dumb.
You know they had that Minecraft reference in Ready Player One?
Yeah, they had Minecraft World.
That was really cool.
Yeah, they had lots of worlds. They had Minecraft World and something else world.
There was like a skiing world.
He did a Say Nothing reference. He had up a boombox that played Jump or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was Jump. We thought it was that song from Transformers, You Got the Touch.
Oh, You Got the Touch.
It's out of Boogie Nights as well.
But
no, it was Jump.
Was there any original Transformers in this? I can't remember. Probably.
Did
you see any Transformers? Tweet at us.
No, I didn't see a Transformer.
What was your favourite Ready Player One reference? Tweet at us.
Chucky.
Oh, yeah, Chucky was good. That was a good weapon.
He goes, fucking Chucky.
Yeah. He goes, get Chucky. He's like, shit. And he's like, throw it. Yeah. Chucky's an awesome weapon. They should have them in war.
Because they all just were going down. You could just see like big... What The Shining was really cool.
They did that really well, The Shining, yeah.
I've never seen The Shining. I saw the TV miniseries, and that was enough.
That's more Stephen King-y, I think. Yeah. It's very different. The Shining, it's a good movie.
They made reference to the fact that Stephen King didn't like Kubrick's movie.
Yeah, that's a famous thing. I've read the book. I like the book too, but I like Kubrick's film. But they're not the same.
They're not the same.
The book has more... Doctor Sleep I've read as well. They're all in my head and mashed together with a million other Stephen King books. But Doctor Sleep is a sequel to The Shining. But anyway, The Shining is like a psychic power.
Yeah, because the kid's got The Shining.
The kid has The Shining.
Or The Shinning, isn't it?
No, it's in The Simpsons.
The Shinning.
Because they can't say Shining, yeah. And that's not really what the movie is. The movie's a very good movie, but a very shit adaptation, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick's pretty out there.
Yeah.
Someone was talking something the other day about... It was very much like the first half of Full Metal Jacket, and I was thinking, well, that's a pretty strange thing to say, but it does make sense because the first half of that movie and the second half of that movie are totally like different movies.
The Shining is like the first half.
No. Full Metal Jacket. The first half's all about...
but The Shining, what was like it?
Oh, I can't remember. It was we're watching something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they are very different. The Shining's kind of like it because Vincent D'Onofrio gets all creepy.
Yeah, because he's all crazy and like he's like... This is my rifle. This is my gun. Yeah, but then
he kills himself or someone doesn't kill someone.
He shoots himself in the head because they kept hitting him with soap.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but then the second half was just like Platoon or any other Vietnam movie.
And what was Vincent D'Onofrio in? He got hot for a while there, and now he's fat again.
Yeah, you're thinking of Daredevil.
Yeah, he's not hot in Daredevil. He's back to being fat.
Maybe Special Victims Unit was he in that one?
Well, yeah, people liked him when he was in Goran. But there was a movie that was like, he had black hair and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah.
You're thinking about him when he was in the one about the Western, where he talked funny. He goes, that bear was wearing people's clothes.
Yeah, what was that? No, that was... Was that Magnificent Seven?
Yeah, Magnificent Seven.
No, not in that. He was old and fat in that
too.
There's one where he's got black hair. I can't remember what it is.
Really? So he was like a sex god at some point.
Well, he was... Heaps of people liked him as Goran, I think, because he was all smart and like, I'm going to trick you, man.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. And he was skinny and stuff.
Yeah.
But there was a movie I was just like, oh, that's right. That was Goran. And he was...
I'll have a look.
A sex symbol. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be on his IMDb.
I can't remember being sexy.
He is in something that I saw recently. Maybe Daredevil. Yeah, they haven't... Jessica Jones, I didn't finish. That didn't get a lot of hype.
I've got about 4 or 5 episodes in. I've got to finish that.
Yeah, I've got to finish it too. It didn't get a lot of hype. Though. Remember when Daredevil and those were first coming out? Everyone was all over those Marvel series.
That first Daredevil season... That's what set it up, and they haven't been able to live up to the hype.
Well, I remember on the internet, even with Jessica Jones and stuff, they have like recaps for every episode of them, and it was a big event, and everyone was chain watching them and tweeting it. Yeah. Did this Jessica Jones, it seemed to have come out, and everyone went, "Yeah, that happened."
It's because
David Tennant.
I don't think a lot of people got through Punisher. I thought it was good, but
I got through Punisher. That was really the last one.
It was a hard watch.
I thought Punisher was easier to get through than Defenders.
I think Defenders ruined it because, like, so you've got 5 movies leading up into Avengers, right? And they're just sort of building on each other. And the Avengers is a big payoff because it's fucking better than the 5 movies that came out before because it's this massive movie. But then Defenders has got the same type of thing. All these characters building up to something big, and then Defenders comes out and you're like, well, that was a stupid idea to have dinosaur bones underneath New York City. I
think, and this has been said before by heaps of people, but I think they're right, is that if every one of those Netflix shows was like 8 episodes, say...
Yeah.
It would be the best thing in the world.
Yeah, but they drag them out.
Yeah, they make them all 13.
And they go for fucking ever, some of those episodes. Like, there was one Punisher episode. I think it's one where he's in the war and like...
Yeah,
like
too many flashbacks. Jessica Jones had a few of them as well.
You're just like, you're watching the episode, you're like, this is fucking long.
Because think about it, if they had 8 episodes to tell really good Daredevil, 8 episodes to tell really good Punisher, 8 episodes to tell Iron Fist, even if it was not that good, it's still 8. You can handle 8 and you're done. Yeah, it's a day's work and you're done.
There's a lot of fluff, eh?
But 13 is just so long, and some of the episodes you're like, we don't need an episode about this guy that went to war with Frank Castle.
The problem is...
and how he got PTSD.
So if you just put out 8 episodes, people would binge it in a night and then it's done.
But that's good.
Yeah, but you don't get your money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess so.
You know what I mean? You drag it out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Who knows? They should shorten the episodes. 10, do 10.
I wish they would, but they wouldn't.
13's too long.
They've got to do something. And all this talk about, Captain America, Hulk, blah, blah, blah. Are they actually going to...
cross them over or not?
At any point?
Infinity War, they just get it...
At least S.H.I.E.L.D., like, at some point, say, like, there is Lady Sif in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, I think that S.H.I.E.L.D. is... Oh, wait, is Kobe Smulders ever in S.H.I.E.L.D.? No.
Yeah. Kobe Smulders. Even...
she's in Infinity War.
Samuel L. Jackson's in it as well, you know?
Well, she's in Infinity War, so...
But, like, barely, like...
Imagine if they bring Coulson back into Infinity War and then he dies.
That's what I'm saying.
And he goes, hey, guys, I'm alive. And then this thing goes straight through his head. He's like, back to Tahiti.
All phase 1. Coulson's through the whole thing, you know? And it's great.
They bring Coulson back and immediately kill him. That'd be good.
I really like phase 1.
They should use Infinity War to, like, fix all their problems. They should have, like... You know, they should have like...
That's a lot of problems to fix.
They should have like Wakanda, and then they go, hey, that's billionaire Denny Rand. And he's like, I'll gut this guy. And then he gets killed straight away. And then like, Iron Fist is dead.
Was it Men in Black?
Yes. Yeah. He's good in Men in Black. That wasn't what I was thinking of. But Men in Black is good, where he plays that, I need some sugar.
Yeah.
Water and sugar.
Sugar water.
And that his wife is like, you're not, Ned.
Yeah. I love the couple that own the video shop in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here come the Men in Black.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind watching Independence Day. Again, not Resurgence.
That was really bad. You know what I did watch?
What?
Going away from Independence Day. Who was the president? No, who was the...
Bill Paxton.
Yeah, no, not him. Who's the one that drove the aeroplane into the dad?
Jeff Goldblum.
Nah.
Into the dad?
No. The dad that was like a pilot, and then he flew the airplane up into the
space. Jet Hirsch or something.
Some guy. Yeah, I loved him. He was good in
that. Jeff Goldblum's father.
Nah. I think he was in the sequel a little bit.
Yeah, Jet Hirsch. No, I didn't realise that the guy in the sequel, Resurgent, until I started watching Next Generation, is Data from Next Generation.
Oh, really?
You know...
I know Data, yeah.
Yeah, the guy with the long grey hair in Resurgence. He's like a scientist.
Oh, yeah, the one that gets the tentacle up his back and then he's talking. Oh, really? That's Data? That's Data.
Brett Spiner. And I was like, I didn't realise that's who he is. He's a lot older than he was in... But then I guess so is Wesley Crusher.
He's in the sequel too.
So is Will Wheaton. Yeah. He's a lot older.
Apparently Will Wheaton was in Ready Player One as the president in the books.
Oh, he was, yes.
Yes, but he's not in the movie.
Maybe he is. As a voice or something.
I think there was someone said there might have been some posters up about Will Wheaton being president in the movie somewhere.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
See, there's so many of these things that I think if you get it on Blu-ray and watch on your 4K TV, you'll be able to
everything.
Pack out.
There was a series on Netflix, a documentary, and it's about when Dr. Dre sold his headphones to Apple.
Oh, that sounds cool. I think Brownie was saying that was good too.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's really good. And it's got like everyone in it, like
Eminem,
yeah.
And does he say?
Ice Cube, Bono.
I can be a prick. If you take me, my tech is on empty.
What's the chick out of No Doubt? Gwen Stefani, like Will.i.am. It's everybody is in this.
Oh, Will.i.am from your favourite movie.
Yeah, he's good in that movie.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he can like zap around a bit.
He's an idiot. X-Men Origins, that's a horrible movie.
That's good.
It is D-U-M-B.
You know what I noticed? Like, so all those movies are about Wolverine.
Yes.
And like all the X-Men movies, the 1, 2, and 3 are about Wolverine.
Yes.
And probably...
Are we ever going to get a Gambit movie? Maybe Gambit is going to be the guest star in Deadpool.
Yeah, they had Gambit in it. But, so...
Oh, he was in Origins, wasn't he?
Yeah.
For a second or something.
Yeah, Channing Tatum's going to be Gambit. But anyway,
he is.
For watching all those Phase 1, Iron Man is like, he's just as bad as Wolverine in those. It's all about Iron Man.
Yeah, it is,
and you're just sort of like...
And then Captain America's now sort of equal with him, I think. Captain America's pretty good. People like Captain America.
But yeah. I was watching them all. I'm just like, jeez, fucking Iron Man. He's like the hero in Avengers. He's the one that puts the nuclear warhead through the portal to...
But he's also the one that causes all the problems.
Yeah.
He caused the problem in Iron Man 1. He caused the problem in Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
He caused the problem by sleeping with the chick and ignoring the guy in Iron Man 3.
Ultron.
He caused the problem in Avengers with... Did he know? Maybe that was just Loki. He caused the problem in Ultron for sure.
Yeah, Ultron was him.
He caused a problem in Civil War.
Yeah.
Because the guy was getting back at him for Wakanda. So he's the hero, all right, but he's also the guy. Without Iron Man, none of this shit happened.
Yeah.
I'm more Team Cap in Civil War, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm Team Cap too. But
I didn't used to like Captain America. I was all Iron Man all the way until, I don't know when it changed, Civil War maybe, Winter Soldier. I like Winter Soldier. But
Civil War, you really got to pick a side.
But I like Cap. And that bit gives me goosebumps in the trailer where Thanos is like, I'll crush this bug. Yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, you won't. And Thanos is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Captain America. And, like, I'm watching Winter Soldier, and he is badass. Like, there's this guy that does, like, parkour or something that he's fighting.
Yeah.
And then he does, like, this bicycle kick to take him down. And
Isn't there one where he, like, kicks him 2 feet in the chest and, like, falls on his back or something?
Yeah, it's so cool.
And he, like, throws his shield and takes out the flying helicarriers or something and stuff.
Oh, I don't think I've got... he throws his shield and takes it.
There's a pretty badass bit in the elevator too, isn't there?
Yeah, that's what I just watched that bit with Drazik.
Yeah, and he's like, well,
there's like about 8 guys in there with him, and he knows one of them's...
He's like, you really want to do this? Does he say something like that?
Yeah, he says, if any of you want to get out, now's the time.
Yeah. And they're like, no, he's pretty good. And also in one of them, there's I like Bucky. Him and Bucky fighting.
Bucky's cool.
When him and Bucky are fighting together, that's cool.
Yeah, Winter Soldier.
Do you think it would be cool if in Infinity War, Thanos is like doing that scene where he's trying to crush Captain America and he's holding it up, and Thanos is like, what the fuck's going on? And then Captain America looks at him and goes, I could do this all day.
Yeah. Yeah, because he can. He holds that garbage tin lid up and he's like, that's his shield. Like,
I can do this all day.
Yeah, he just gets his ass kicked.
Because that's what he said when he was a skinny little kid.
And he's driving in the car with Peggy Carter, and he's like, I got beat up there.
Yeah.
And I got beat up there. And I got beat up there.
Back when he had a big head and a small body. Whoop! He couldn't lift his head. Is that his real...
As weird as that is, like, I'm looking at shows that are like 10 years old or whatever, and you're like, that CGI sucks. But they're good. That CGI still...
Yeah, Marvel does well with the CGI, I think. Yep. Even the de-aging of Kurt Russell and stuff, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they do. They know what they're doing.
And what was...
The de-aging of Robert Redford?
Yeah, they do it pretty well.
Doesn't work at all. He's looking old as fuck in this movie I'm watching.
Oh, I haven't seen... Does he de-age him in Winter Soldier?
Maybe it's Ant-Man that he gets de-aged in, is it?
Oh, that's Michael Douglas.
Yeah, but I think maybe.
Anyway, I'll have to watch and see.
Peggy Carter's looking old in this one.
I just know... Is that CGI or his real body where they... After they give him the super soldier serum and they pull him out? Because he's pretty buff.
No, that'd be his real body.
He's pretty buff.
Yeah, I know. Chicks love it. That's why... That was the whole...
Doesn't Peggy poke him in the chest or something and go...
She does something, and she's just like, ooh. And there's one part where Thor is riding the train, and because he's got to get to Greenwich or whatever. And then this girl like falls on him, and she's like, ooh, and he's like, hey.
Have you seen that? I don't know if they're TV spots for Infinity War, if they're part of the official trailer or whatever, but there's the bit where it shows nearly that whole scene, well, probably not that whole scene, but a cut-up version of the scene where Thor hits the Milano.
Oh, yeah.
And Rocket's like, get it off. Yeah. And then they bring him in, and Star-Lord's like, what is this? Yeah. And it's like, that is a man. And then Gamora's like, his muscles are like fire, steel. And then Star-Lord's like, quit massaging his muscles.
I'll have to watch it. I haven't seen this before.
And Groot's like just playing a video game the whole time.
Yeah, I have to check it out.
And... Then,
what about Mantis?
Well, Mantis is there because then Stella says, that's it. I've had enough. Wake him up. Yeah. And she puts her hands on his head and he goes, oh, and that's where he turns around and goes, who the hell are you guys?
I saw something the other day where Star-Lord was telling Iron Man that his plan sucks.
Yeah, that's good.
And Drax is there, I noticed.
Yeah, and Drax is laughing. Yeah. And they said it came out to this week or a few weeks ago. It came out somewhere that James Gunn wrote the dialogue for the Guardians in Infinity War.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, they're mine. All right, these guys. So that's pretty cool because that'll give it a bit of authenticity. And that's a very Guardians line where he says, I like your plan, but it sucks. So why don't I come up with a plan and then it'll be good?
Because that's the problem with Star Wars, like that's what you're saying.
Each depends on the person.
You got JJ doing it and then you got Ryan Johnson, so they're changing it. Yeah. Whereas if you keep in, the Guardians like this and you keep in Captain America like this and you keep in Ant-Man like this, Yeah,
it makes it very authentic, doesn't it?
Yeah, because that's it. They're going to have movies after this, so...
Well, we'll have to see if anyone dies. Aaron says no one's going to die. I say Captain America's going to die.
I'm pretty sure
Tony Stark's going to die.
I reckon somebody's going to die, but I don't reckon it's going to be someone that's we're going to care about that
We know Spider-Man's probably not going to die because Tom Holland let slip that there's 3 movies after this.
I reckon you should look to see how many they've signed on for, because I know that Hulk signed on for like 10 movies or something.
Yeah, I think Captain America and Iron Man are up though.
Are they finished?
Yeah. And I think Chris Evans
said... What about Nick Fury? Is he finished?
Probably not. Samuel L. Jackson would sign on for 50. He doesn't have to do very much. He's probably only there 2 days.
He hasn't been in a lot lately either.
I think that Chris Evans said that he was overplaying Captain America, but that could have been, if you work for Disney, you probably want to say that so you get an extra $5 million on your paycheck.
A big thing to kill Captain America.
Well, yeah, but do they have to kill him? Maybe he just goes...
And how old is Robert Downey Jr.?
Pretty old, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's getting too old.
See, Iron Man's more easily replaced because you just put someone else in the suit.
Yeah, but you're talking about like how muscly Chris Evans was, and like
he has to work out a lot.
Chris Pratt's the same, but like there's no way Robert Downey Jr. like even when he does have his shirt off in those movies, he's not looking buff.
Well, he doesn't have his body in half the movie. He just has his head in it.
Yeah, that's true.
His face, he's just sitting at home eating chips, and then he just put that stuff around his face.
Yeah, I love the scene where he's in the donut.
Yeah.
And he's eating donuts. And he's got sunnies on in the suit.
I think Iron Man would be more easily replaced because you just put someone else in the suit. Because it's not a power. You can put a girl in the suit. You can put anyone in the suit. You put Rhodey in the suit.
I don't think you have to. I think you could just be like, retire the character. And there's enough characters that you could just have,
Yeah, that's going to bring new ones in, characters. But...
And like the character's 10 years old now, so...
They could put Bucky. They could have Bucky play Captain America.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they
could have...
In Black Panther, that's got to be symbolic, the fact that they, the last scene was Bucky.
Yeah, and if Captain America goes away, you can't just get rid of Bucky because he's only been in 2 movies.
No, Bucky's been in...
First Avenger, I guess, yeah.
First Avenger, and Winter Soldier,
Civil War.
Yeah.
Well, he's the whole cause of Civil War,
isn't he?
He
was in Black Panther.
Yeah, but I mean, he hasn't had a heap of movies like...
And his screen time, you could probably put it down to half an hour.
And I think Bucky's a cool character.
Yeah, Bucky is, but he's a secondary character. He's like Falcon.
Yeah, but he could join the Avengers. You could have Bucky, Scarlet Witch, Vision.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. At the end of Civil War, I think it was at the end of Civil War.
They have a new roster.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is the new ones.
At the end of Civil War.
Or was it the end of Ultron?
It's the end of Ultron. Because at the end of Civil War is...
where they split.
Captain America in the jail.
Yeah, that's right.
Going. And Tony Stark's like, I'll put you on hold.
Yeah. And isn't it The Hobbit?
Yeah.
Isn't he like control? Like they've got him out on some boat or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's a good guy now. Everett Ross.
Yeah.
He was pretty funny in Black Panther.
Yeah, he was good.
He flew the plane and shut the people down.
I saw something that said what some people saw, and it was Everett Ross and Claw talking. And then it's like what I saw, and it was Gollum. And
Gollum and Frodo.
Yeah, Frodo.
Was it Frodo? Bilbo.
Bilbo, yep.
If Frodo was in it, would be trifecta.
You could put Frodo in it. He could be...
he's more
I always thought of Frodo and Peter Parker, the original Peter Parker.
You could get Frodo to play...
Tobey Maguire. And who's played... what's his name?
Who? Tobey Maguire.
Who played Frodo?
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, I always get those two mixed up. Tobey Maguire and Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood's good. He's in
Good Son.
Sin City.
Good Son.
Yeah, Good Son.
Good Son.
And he's the jump around guy in Sin City.
Which is the one that's in...
that Marv goes, let's see you jump without your legs.
Who's in Back to the Future 2? Tobey Maguire?
That's Tobey Maguire.
Is it Elijah Wood?
That's Tobey Maguire.
I think Tobey Maguire's in So Fucking What. He's like...
Yeah, maybe.
You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Elijah Wood in Sin City, don't they?
Oh, he's a creepy weird guy.
I tied rope around you so you don't bleed out. But those dogs are going to come get you.
Yeah, that was very... very CGI, wasn't it? A lot of those movies from that era.
I think Robert Rodriguez made it in a room.
He did all those movies. If you think about like
a warehouse painted green.
What's it? Spy Kids, Lava.
He did
Girl.
them all in the same warehouse. Yeah.
Yeah, and like, so I was listening to some people on Film Sack talk about Speed Racer, and they said
that's a good movie actually, Speed Racer.
Yeah, it's the Wachowski brothers,
sisters, brothers, whatever they are now, siblings. Yeah.
Because so much of it was CGI'd, you could literally use the footage with just the actors, do new CGI, dub it, and make a totally new movie.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. I was thinking you could do that with lots of stuff, couldn't you?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's about an hour, so we'll let it go there.
Yeah.
Here's us rambling for now. We'll have more to talk about when we see there's great news movies coming up. We've got Avengers, we've got Deadpool, we got Solo, we got everything coming out.
Jurassic.
We'll try and catch up with some TV shows. Jurassic World, whatever it is, 2.
Yeah, the fall.
Blue versus the dinosaurs or whatever.
Yeah.
But we'll have heaps more stuff coming up, and we'll try and get it. Supernova's coming up.
Do you reckon he's going to say, "You're my boy, Blue"?
Yep.
Yep.
Just like in Old School.
Yeah. You're my boy, Blue.
Yeah, and Supernova's coming up in June, so we'll have plenty of stuff coming up, and hopefully we'll get to see people in Supernova.
Yeah, because Stephen Amell.
Oh, he's going to be there?
Yeah.
Oh, other people are going as well.
He promised he was going to say hello to every single person. That he wasn't leaving until he said hello to every single person.
I'm going to go, Barry Allen's better.
His son thinks Barry Allen's better. He's got a flash backpack.
There you go.
It's pretty funny, eh?
I'll say, Mr. Terrific's better.
What's the plastic guy's name?
Yeah, Elongated Man.
Elongated Man.
I'll say, I like Constantine on League of Legends or whatever it's called. What's it called?
Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah, Constantine's awesome. You know that he was hooking up with the...
it's the same actor that's playing Constantine? Yeah.
White Canary and him were hooking up.
Do you think if he joins Legends of Tomorrow, which he is, that they could go back in time and stop him smoking?
No.
Why not?
It's Constantine.
Yeah, just hit the cigarette out of his hand when he first starts.
Nah, he's got to smoke.
Wait, but that's like an ABC show or something, CW show. Can he smoke that much?
It'd be like taking the gun out of Punisher's hand.
He's got cancer in the comics, Constantine, I think.
It just wouldn't work.
From smoking too much.
What's the other thing that similar, it's around the same time, I think whoever wrote Constantine wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
It's another comic, and I think he can travel through time or something.
Oh, I don't know. Hellblazer.
That's
Constantine.
No, not Hellblazer. It's like that. I can't even think what it's called, but it's a cool comic.
All right. We'll tweet it, Aaron, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.